Good afternoon, you guys. My name is Misty Weimer. If you don't know, I am a part of Team Rockstar Fit, Team Envision, Team Live Fit, and my own team, Team Bold and Fit Babes. So I just wanted to get on here real quick to share with you some of my favorite tips and tricks for using social media. Don't be afraid. It's nothing to be afraid of. Have fun with it, okay? Um, like Facebook and social media platforms, they're evolving always. Okay, so getting comfortable with it, the best way to do that is by using it. I've got 6 tips for you. All right, first tip, like I just said, do not be afraid of Instagram or Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Just try it out. Get on there, scroll around, mess around with it. You can't mess up. If you don't like something, you can always delete it. All right. It is also a good idea to make your profile public if you're comfortable with that. We can chat more about that later and why it's important if you're growing a business. But you can leave it private. There are some very successful coaches that do have private accounts. It's just a little bit trickier. All right. So just don't be afraid of using social media. Have freaking fun with it. Like I said, it changes constantly. So the more you use it, the more comfortable you're going to get with it. And then someday you just might wake up and open it and be like, hey, there's a new feature. What's this? Check it out. I've been using Instagram for probably close to 10 years, like since it's been around, I think. It's crazy how much it's changed and how much I've learned and how much it's changed of what I've been doing with it. And I've been with Beachbody for about 4 years now. So definitely what I post now and how I share now has changed a lot too. I don't even think stories was a feature on Instagram or Facebook when I first started, but it is now and I absolutely love it. And the best way that I have learned how to use it is by playing with it. There are some other really good accounts on Instagram that share a lot of tips and tricks, and that's where I learn a lot of things. Is they just pop up in my feed and I take some time to learn. There's also some really good podcasts of other social media gurus that will share all kinds of tips and tricks with you. Okay, so don't get overwhelmed with it. Don't overthink it. And don't try to be like anybody else you see. Maybe get some ideas and inspiration, but don't think that you have to look a certain way to be good at it, okay? Just be you. There's only one you. People are gonna like you and follow you for you, not because you look like somebody else, all right? Number 2, consistency is key on both Facebook and Instagram. And it's easy just to copy and paste from one to the other. So whatever you're creating, whether you start with Facebook or you start with Instagram, I usually start with Instagram, especially for my stories. Let me show you my phone up here. All right, so when you open up Instagram, the stories are right across the top. Those are the stories. Those are your stories, and then this is your feed. Scrolling up and down, that's your feed, or over here, your personal page feed. I know it's probably really bright, but there's my feed. Okay, there's my feed, and then if I click my profile picture, it pops up to my stories. All right, so that's the difference. So I usually, like I said, I start with my stories on Instagram, and then once I have them on there, it is linked to my Facebook like page or my business page, and so they'll automatically post to that one, but I also want them on my personal Facebook page, okay? So how you do that, you open up Facebook, and the stories again are across the top here. You'll see other people's stories, and then the feed when you scroll up and down. So on both platforms, across the top is the stories. So I'm going to create a story, and then I'm just going to upload a few of the slides that I just did on Instagram. I'm going to select multiple slides and tap the ones that I want to add over there. And then just hit next. If I want to add anything to them, hit edit. But generally what I have put together on Instagram, I just keep it the same for Facebook. Facebook is a little tricky. I mean, whatever. You have to, if you can add music to it, but you have to do one slide at a time, which is annoying, but oh well. Okay, so that, and also, so with consistency, you also want to make sure that you're showing up daily in Instagram and Facebook, especially in your stories. But if you could do a post on your feed, on your page daily, that's great too. Some people say you should post 1 to 2, sometimes 3 times a day in your feed. I don't know. I feel like just one time is efficient. Some people don't post every single day and they have success as well. And I also believe that you shouldn't just throw up meaningless content, especially in your feed. Everything should have a story or a purpose, an idea, a recipe, something that people are going to interact with and enjoy seeing, or a quote, something that they're going to want to save. I was listening to Melanie Mitro's podcast this morning, and that's what one of the things was, is if you want to keep your story, your feed relevant and people coming back to your page, you want to create content that they're going to save, or they're going to share, or they're going to come back to, okay? And create content based on things that you would want to see on your feed and that you would want to save and come back to, okay? And think about your target audience and what they're going to want to see as well, okay? So make it fun. Again, just be you. Share things that you enjoy, because when you're sharing things that you enjoy, you're going to be enthusiastic about them and it's going to be fun to you. All right. It also helps sharing consistently when you're trying to help promote, or you're trying to get people to join you. By sharing consistently and talking to people, they're going to start to build trust. Okay. So when you just show up like once a month or once a week, they're going to be like, oh, hey, look, there they are again. And they're going to forget about you otherwise. So show up daily. And then number 3, use the features that Instagram stories and Facebook stories offer. Okay. They will boost your stories to the top to other people when you use their features. Otherwise, if you're not, I don't know, you just don't get seen for whatever reason. That's just how their algorithms work. So what I mean by that, okay, if you don't know how to get to stories, by the way, I'm trying to make this not dark. So to get to your stories, to add to your story, you're going to swipe left. Okay, so now I'm on Instagram stories. I have a couple of slides already on here, or that I want to do. So to add, you can either take a picture here, hold it down to do a video, or tap to take a picture, which I don't want that picture right now. So just hit discard. And then you can also, if you scroll down here, you can do a boomerang, do a layout where you add multiple pictures, all these fun different features. I love hands-free, especially if I'm going to be recording something. So play around with it again. You can go live. I suggest doing that once in a while. Don't be afraid. You can create things. Okay, so what I'm talking about by using features, use those different features down there, as well as, so I'm going to swipe up to add some previous photos that I already have in my camera roll. I wanted to add, I had just finished my workout, so I was talking about that. If you want to do multiple slides at one time, you're going to tap this little button here in the top right. So maybe get out your phone and start doing this along with me if you're not already, so you can learn while we're going. I finished my workout, so I was talking about that. My shake clip. Oh, what else was I going to share? After that, I was playing outside with my son. He was changing pretending to check the air in my tire. And then a cute picture of him last night stealing my cucumbers from my dinner plate, okay? So I've got a few slides on there that I want to add to my story. So I'm gonna hit next. And it's also, I like this feature because you wanna show your life throughout the day. And it's not just Beachbody, not just fitness, not just your shake. Yes, share clips on all of those things. And you don't have to post everything right away. Like sometimes you can do at the end of the day, whenever you have time, post a couple clips. It's good to have clips throughout the day of everyday life, your coach life, your mom life, your family life, fun with friends, work outside of Beachbody, all those things, share about them, okay? So using the features, there's nothing I wanted to add to this one. Here I have a boomerang, I'm drinking my shake, and I'm on a team Zoom. So it's easy to add text to it. There's some really cool new texts, different fonts, I mean. Play around with that. Don't be afraid. That's changed recently on my phone. I like to add a nice bar of color. So what I do to do that is I do a period, a bunch of spaces, and another period. And then I hit the solid one to make it solid, make the line bigger, spread it across. And I used to just do a highlighter line, and I could never figure out how to get that highlighter line to be perfect. This is what people were doing, just using 2 dots with a bunch of spaces and a solid line, okay? So you can change the color by tapping the color wheel at the top. You can also, you guys, if you don't know this, so you have these set colors here. Well, you can tap on them and hold it down, and then you have this rainbow of all these other color options. And it seriously took me until probably a good maybe 2-3 months ago when I figured that out, you guys, only because I saw somebody else teaching about it on Instagram. I think it was, it might have even been TikTok, because there's some really good training videos on TikTok. Okay, so you can do it either dark or light. I'm just gonna spread that out so there's a solid line across my page. I can get into some really good tips and tricks on here that I've learned. There was even like a free webinar that somebody was giving, and she gave all kinds of fun new hacks to make your Instagram stories look fun, okay? So let's see. Using the features, add some GIFs or GIFs, whatever you want to say. So I tag my location, like if I'm going someplace, and then use a hashtag, mention people, using the countdowns, any of these things on here. Food orders, doing a quiz, adding a poll, using those things there, adding music, those are all options, but tapping in and doing a GIF. So Shakeology and Beachbody has a lot of their own GIFs. Or so just type in, you can type in Beachbody. And there's all kinds of things on there that you can talk about or that you can add. So adding something, some kind of motion, one of those things on there will help your story stay relevant and on the feed. All right, so I can just type some stuff in there. Also, if you don't want actually all of these slides, like if you do a recording and decide you don't want all of them on there, you can tap on that one, and right above it, a little trash can will come up. So you can delete it, okay? And also, like after you post it, if you decide you don't want it, you can go in and delete it afterwards as well. So adding some GIFs, using the features. Oh, what else could I share with you about that? Again, just play with it, have fun. The more you use it, the more you'll learn, but don't spend too much time doing it, you guys, okay? Don't get overwhelmed by it. Okay, so number 4 is use some eye-catching images. Keep your pictures bright, backgrounds that aren't too busy, especially in your feed where people scroll up and down. You think of your feed like a magazine, okay? You are not gonna be just sharing ads all the time with Beachbody products. You wanna keep it eye-catching. You want people to, want to scroll your page. make it look appealing. Some people are really big about making things laid out really nice and neat, whatever. It's just really what your preference is, what you like to see, what you think looks good to you, what you think your audience would want to see. For me personally, I do 3 images, and then I do like some kind of motivational quote or something that's inspired me. So I have 3 images and then a white square with black writing. And I've kind of made that like the layout of my page. If you scroll through it, you'll see that. And then, yeah, making sure that your pictures are bright so people can see your face and they're inviting. Just like if you were to open up a magazine, if you're looking at dark pictures where it's hard to see what's going on, you're probably not going to stop to read the article because it's not very appealing, okay? And yeah, and then when you're speaking on your Instagram stories or your Facebook stories, speak with enthusiasm, you guys. Brighten up your face, smile, go outside where it's nice and bright, walk around. People like to see the motion for whatever reason. That keeps people watching. Maybe they want to see where you're going, or walk around your house because I don't know if you're like me and you just want to see people's houses, whatever. So if you're going to chat, and you should chat on your Instagram stories daily, make sure that you are speaking with enthusiasm and you're excited, like you're talking to your friend who you haven't seen in a long time. Hold on, let me get some water. Okay, so just to recap real quick. Tips. Number 1, don't be afraid of social media. Use it, get comfortable with it, have fun. Number 2, consistency is key. Show up daily on both Instagram and Facebook, in your stories especially. And then number 3, using all of the features, all of the GIFs, the polls, the questions, whatever. Number 4, using eye-catching images, bright backgrounds, and then speaking with enthusiasm. And number 5, okay, so don't be a billboard. This is a good one. I used to do this. I don't have a bag with me, but I would hold up a bag of Shakeology and be like, I love Shakeology. It does all these amazing things, okay? Beachbody does that on their own. Like, we don't need to do that. So instead, now I will just hold up my shaker cups in the sink, hold up my shaker cup and be like, this is delicious. I love how it makes me feel. But I don't put any product labels on here. You want to create some curiosity marketing, okay? You want people to ask what it is that you're drinking. Otherwise, they can, seriously, they'll just go up and Google Shakeology or whatever it is that you're holding up. They'll Google it and go find the cheapest way to buy it, when really it was you that inspired them to get it. So why not order from you? And also when they just Google it, they might be getting a knockoff and not enjoy it. Like if they order it from eBay or something, or they are enjoying it and they keep ordering it, and they could have been ordering it from you. You shared it with them. You should get the credit for it, right? Okay. So don't be a billboard. Your feed should be about you and your life. We all have different roles that we play. So share about those roles. Whether it's, like I said, we're fitness. Yes, we're Beachbody. We use the products, we're a product of the product. But share your family, share different workout tips, share some recipes, share what's working for you in your life, share a fun trip, share, I don't know if I said your family, if you have a job outside of Beachbody, outside of the home, whatever, share about those things, okay? A variety. People want to see a variety. But you do want to kind of keep in mind your target market and what they would want to see, what you would want to see if you were watching other people. Don't just sell, be a product of the product. Let's see what else. Yeah, like I said, on Facebook and Instagram, on your feed, 1 post a day is efficient. If you can do 2, great, but make sure that it's relevant content. And then in your stories, show up daily, like I said before. Here are some ideas that I've heard from like Danny Detra and some other coaches as well that are just killing their Instagram and Facebook game. You want to do 2 to 3 workout clips. Don't go on and on and on about workouts, just like anything. 2 to 3 workout clips, talk about it, put some text up on it, share what you're loving about it, share your struggles, share your triumphs, share how people can join you, all through text. And then afterwards, do an invite. that they can do this too. Not just you're doing this by yourself and then they're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go Google Beachbody and now sign up for Beachbody online, and now they're working with a different coach, okay? So tell them that they can work with you, that they can sign up with you, offer them a way to join you, whether it's in a poll or you go on and you talk about it afterwards. Okay, also share either a picture of a healthy meal that you're eating, or while you're cooking, you can share that. A final product or the recipe, whatever you want to do. Post something that's engaging. Share your daily life. I always share pictures of myself with my son because I'm with him every single day almost, pretty much. Share fun stuff outside of the home, whatever you're getting into. And what else? Share, like I said, a picture of you drinking your shake. I usually, like I said, I'm doing a picture of my shake while I'm doing a team call right there. And then I'll share like healthiest meal of the day, whatever. I love my chocolate shake every single day, creating some curiosity marketing. So people know that I drink that every single day. And then they're going to start to ask questions about it. I also do my pre-workout dance party. So shake up some Energize. Share about that. I have so many people asking what it is you're drinking. I want to get some of that. It looks good. You're having fun. You guys, when you share your workout clips and you tag other coaches, or your pre-workout dance party clips and you tag other coaches, then that also creates a sense of community and people want to join in on the fun. I don't know how many of you on here joined because of that, but I know there's several coaches in my downline that reached out to me after watching me for so long. And once I started sharing those clips from other coaches, they're like, okay, you guys are looking like you're having so much fun. I want in on that too. So here they are. Now they're doing it with me. And it's just been so much fun. Again, have fun, be you, share what you're doing. We're part of a community. We're not doing this alone. All right. Another thing you should share, like I said, the team. You can share some other people's transformations, especially your own transformation, because that's very believable. Share some motivational quotes or something funny. Keep it engaging. Anything that's authentic to you. And then talk about what you want people to join you with, whether you just want them to join you by drinking some Energize. Whatever it is you're going to talk about, people are going to want. So if you never, ever, ever talk about workouts, they're never going to think about joining you for a workout. If you never talk about your Energize, your Shakeology, the team, how are they going to know about those things unless you share about them? So that's why it's a good idea to talk about all of these things, maybe not every single day, but something that you want them to join you with, okay? So, and this is all part of being a coach, you guys, sharing these daily things that we do. We're not billboards for Beachbody. Beachbody has their own marketing. We just need to go and share that we are a product of the product. The vital behaviors, being a product of the product. We share that by doing our workouts, drinking Shakeology, drinking the Energize, whatever it is that you use, be a product of the product. Once they see that you get your transformation from using these products, that is social proof that they work, okay? Listening and reading to personal development. That's another clip you can share. A picture of personal development, or you can talk about something that you read or you listened to that inspired you. Personal development daily. We do our self-care, our fitness, our nutrition, personal development, that's all self-care. And then invite people, inviting daily, sending direct messages to people, having conversations with new people, getting to know other people, putting the polls in your stories, whatever it is, invite. At the end of a post that you're doing on your feed, put a call to action, a CTA. Call people to action is asking them, are you ready to get started? I'm having a boot camp. Drop a comment below if you're ready, if you want to get in, whatever. Tell people how they can join you. And then attending live events, okay? So those are my social media tips, you guys. Number one, don't be afraid to use Instagram or Facebook. The more you use it and get comfortable with it, the better you're gonna be at it. And there's lots of training on there around for it. Number two, consistency is key, showing up daily, especially in your stories. Number three, using the features. Number four, eye-catching images, keep it bright and airy and fun and have enthusiasm. Number 5, don't be a billboard for Beachbody. This is your own personal magazine. Share about your life. And number 6, use your vital behaviors to keep you on track, and use that tracker, whatever tracker you have, to help give you some tips. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions about social media, I'd be glad to help you. I'm not an expert. I just have done it for so long that I feel very comfortable with doing it. And I love to help other people as well. All right, thanks.